well, I'm sure everyone's got a couple of those lying around they want to test out. But would someone like to give us a recap tonight? I haven't actually prepared one. I thought I'd throw it out to the group, but I can take it if no one is feeling the recap.
Um, my recaps are kind of disjointed, but I can try. Um, we assaulted the school. We saved Red Shot and Paradox. We also saved all the civilians that were captured, including the criminals that were up top. We totally cleaned house at the school and got rid of like 99% of the Hydra agents that were there. Um, and I think that's it. I think it was Daredevil. Um, oh my goodness, I forgot her name.
Jessica Jones. Huh?
Jessica Jones and Devil's Advocate and who else was there? Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Devil's
There was
Advocate,
Advocate. Then we found Red Shot and
Paradox.
Paradox there.
Okay, okay. Yeah, right. It was three. It was three, correct. Yep, yep. All right, I'm right. So, yeah. So now I guess we're going to be switching over to Wolverine, Luke Cage to save um Silencer and Hector.
Yeah, I think that also, I'm not sure if I actually said it at the end of last session, but for Paradox and Devil's Advocate, you guys would both, oh, and Red Shot, you guys would all get a point of karma for successfully basic, basically taking down that whole detention center, freeing all of those civilians and everything. Um, Obviously, the Daredevil and them would as well, but you don't have to worry about them. They, yeah, just for your characters that were there, you'll get a karma point.
Yeah, nice.
But I was not sure. Yeah, where we left things off was when the Devil's Advocate
I
stole a
stole a
school
stool
bus
bus.
and then
Yeah.
rocketed off. So, uh,
There
yeah,
was a neat little after credit scene
Oh, with Professor
there
X.
was.
with yeah and Modoc.
We we are going to go a little bit further back before that end credit scene, as we do go to Silencer and Hector. I'm just sort of trying to find the map. As we're going to go back in time a little bit to what you guys have actually been experiencing. The last time we saw them, they had seemingly been killed by Hydra. I mean, Agent Silver took a gunshot straight to the face,
Mm.
I think from Baron Zemo, and the silencer looked like his back had been broken or something as he was slammed against a wall and assumed dead. But that may not be the case. Over here, can everyone just tell me if they can see our two heroes specifically?
Yes,
Yeah.
and Modoc is floating around in his little chair.
Yeah, so we are. This is part of being the narrator is going to be some monologuing. Excuse me as we get into what you guys have been doing in your unconscious states, the two of you, as as Modoc has and Arnim Zola have been working on you. We're going to change the music. So I would like us to begin by a little bit of an explanation from you guys of what we are seeing here as Murdoch flies around, taunting you and kind of going on about all of his plans. What are we seeing, first of all, in this tank sort of floating here in this back to tank style device as we see Agent Silver?
So for Agent Silva, you see him, he's unconscious. Um, you can see him like hooked up to a bunch of different sensors and wires and things. You can see little robot hands working away at either some type of cybernetic modification or organic repair. Um, and he's just kind of like floating unconscious in this tank while all that is going on, and Modoc is kind of just going on and on about how great he is.
Yeah, you hear Modoc here just like floating too close to the glass. Like you're kind of glad that you're unconscious as he's just going, ah, look at them, two of the world's finest specimens reduced to mere two. Sorry, no, can you mute your mic? We can hear stuff in the back. Yeah, Paradox, can you mute your mic? We can hear the background noise. No worries. We did. But anyway, does he think? Yeah, he just is floating up to you, just saying, ah, it's poetic, really. Hector Silva, your body was so frail, so vulnerable, and now you are a monument to our genius, the fusion of metal, nanotechnology, and raw power. You were broken, a mere agent, but we've rebuilt you into something far greater. And as he kind of is almost like salivating up against the glass, he then floats away across the room where we see a number of what look like kind of almost like cryogenic freezing chambers. So, you know, these little pods that have got some of the victims of Hydra caught, and he just slowly flies over them all, inspecting them all like it's his collect as he approaches Silencer. And what do we see there as we see you strapped to a table?
Yeah, basically it's like operation table, and there's just way too much fucking tools around me, and simultaneously my eyeballs. I have like straps on eyeballs basically, and they're like jiggling all the time. Like they're just rampant, even though I'm unconscious. It is as if he's like downloading something per se.
Yes, he floats up to you, says, and you, Silencer, your mind was your greatest weapon, and yet so limited by your human physiology. But now, with our enhancements, your psychic potential is limitless. I wonder, do you feel it yet? The power coursing through your veins, the strength of thought alone capable of leveling cities. You've been elevated beyond your wildest dreams, and yet you are nothing more than a puppet. But of course, the mind is a delicate thing, easily broken, easily controlled. The implant, my masterpiece, he says, as he kind of steeples his fingers and starts floating back towards Hector, will soon have both of you under my complete command. Your thoughts, your wills, they will be nothing but echoes of my own desires. You will serve Hydra with unquestioning loyalty, and New York will fall before you. it is at this point that as he kind of floats away from Silencer and makes his way back to he we hear him asking one of the AIM agents here, how far along are we? And he says, the connection, what's the word? Written it 1,000 times. The integration is almost complete, so it is, and you can see he's kind of standing in front of a progress bar that is nearing its end. It's probably at like 75 to like 85%. And on the other side of the room, Silencer, you hear the voice entering your mind of Professor Charles Xavier, who says, as we left off last week, he calls to you and you kind of come out of this stupor that the information being downloaded seems to stop as his psychic influence enters your mind. And he says, Mr. Horvath, my name is Professor Charles Xavier. I was rather hoping that you might. Can you hear me?
He basically like slowly blinks, and then he's like, he's just like staggered as he doesn't understand what the fuck is going on and why he's assuming he's at the hospital, but then he immediately sees the guy in front of him and he realizes something is badly off. Would he be
Yes.
able? Would he be able to tell that it's basically the voice is in his mind?
Yeah, as you're trying to figure out what's going on around you, you see that AIM agent busy sort of tapping on a keyboard. He seems to be hard at work there and not paying much attention to you. But around you, you can see that there are these medical scans that it seems like there are all of these scans of your brain, and you can feel that there are wires connecting to the back of your head. You immediately, like as you try and look around for that voice, you you would actually notice, like you'd see him for a second. You'd see Professor Charles Xavier standing in front of you with with a helmet on his head, just like we see there in as he seems to be kind of projecting his form into your mind and and raising a hand saying, please don't worry, I'm here to help. I believe a mutual friend of ours has been captured, and I am struggling to find him. But your psychic abilities have allowed me a connection into this place. I'm sending help, but I was hoping you could help us as well to get you out.
He's gonna start thinking in his brain because he doesn't know if he can speak. Like, friend, like what? Where the fuck am I? What's going on? Is this afterlife?
Don't worry, you're not dead. At least not yet. Of course, that's showing the wrong image too. So, but your guys are over. He he says to you, you are in an AIM facility that is run by Hydra. I'm sending someone to your location now, but they've got something that's jamming, or at least blocking my psychic signals. Your mind, however, is powerful enough to pick them up, and so I'm using you as somewhat of a conduit. Now, if you would allow me, I could grant you some of my power to help you get out of here, though I believe you may be powerful enough on your own. There are dangerous forces around there. I can feel them, but I cannot feel our friend Hector Silva. He is a mutant, I believe you are part of a team with? It's like,
Yeah.
you can not so sure how you connect.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, we were in a squad together, and a lot of shit happened. A lot of bad people, and I think he ended up just as me. But I guess if I'm not dead, he might be alive. It is all fucking weird.
Well, from what we can tell, you were taken together, so if you would be so kind as to search for him, I believe he may be nearby. I may be able to connect to his mind as well and get you both out of here.
Can I try to see if I can see from across the room?
Yeah, you take a look around, and it won't be a roll necessary. You can what you can see from your character's perspective. You can see there's two AIM agents that are busy looking at one of those. Well, there's a couple of these agents busy inspecting those pods, but you can't see Hector on the other side of the room.
Oh, if I can help anyhow, do what you need to do. It's better to trust you than be stuck here. I would know who Professor X is, right?
Yeah, definitely. He's
Okay.
very famously. I mean, you would know him as like the leader of the mutants. And you would know that what he's doing right now. Actually, it depends. I'll leave it up to you. You don't have to make a roll or anything. It's up to you how much of a fan you might be, or if you would know what Cerebro is. But you can see that he is communicating with you via Cerebro.
I'd probably know at least enough about him to understand not everything, but like who he is and how it works. Okay, so I'd be more trustful towards him.
So he would say to you, the device I'm using will allow me to share some of my power, as I said, but I need you to see if you can see any way out of there. Perhaps that guard may be able to take control of his mind and let you out, but I am struggling to see what you are seeing, so you will have to be my guide as much as I am yours.
It's gonna be a bit tricky then, I guess. But I'll do my best.
Don't worry. If you need any of my power, here, he is going to use information upload as he transmits psychically through Cerebro the understanding of how to use like some of his telepathic ability. And as you are feeling this will be the first time that you feel we get that understanding, that like hearing how things tick. But I want you to describe for me how that power is going to kind of manifest as this is the first time you're noticing it, whether it's coming from Charles or whether this is what they've done to you is unclear, but this new power you feel like you would be able to replicate one of Xavier's powers as he's sharing this information with you. It's making sense. But what does that feel like to silence it?
Yeah, basically as the Xavier does, Professor X does that. There's just a sharp fucking pain in the back of my skull, and then it just sort of like zaps my entire body. Like I sort of feel the electricity coursing through all of my like skeleton, and then just all of a sudden all the clarities, everything is gone, just like serenity, and I understand exactly what can I do and how can I do it.
So you can now, for this, like temporarily, you could use one of those new powers that you've got to replicate a, a higher rank telepathic ability that he has called telepathic possession, which is what he's implying you could possess the AIM agent in front of you. However, if you've got another way to get out of there or to try and find Hector, you can let me. I'll send telepathic possession in the chat as this is what's also flooding your mind.
Holy shit, completely? Hell?
We'll say at this point, can I ask uh, one of the others? Yeah, can anyone else just roll a D616 for me, just from any character sheet? If multiple dice come through, that's fine. But I need everyone that's not already in the scene, so everyone other than Hector and Silence. So could you?
Oh, I roll horribly.
Oh,
1, 2,
God
2.
damn it!
Okay, what about the other two? Oh, I will actually need from all of you. Ooh, okay. Okay, yeah, that we'll get to that in a second. But Silencer, what do you?
Yeah, basically, I would use one of my newfound powers in order to activate telepathic possession, pay the according price, and I'd try to possess the guy in front of me.
Okay. You and Charles here kind of move into his mind, and you can make a logic check for me. I know the telepathic link thing has got some limitations, but we're not going to worry too much about that in this example. So, yeah, logic check against his logic defense.
Let's see that Marvel. Let's go! Yeah.
Actually, I
Yeah,
have to
well,
roll it with disadvantage though, with the trouble. Yeah, I have to roll it with trouble.
that's all right. Xavier's with you. He's rank 6, man. He would have given you an edge on this anyway. They're both working together, and yeah, through your newfound powers, you are able to replicate that ability, and yeah, with the power of Professor X Cerebro, what does this AIM agent do? As you now shift your consciousness into his mind, and you are sitting at the table. You're like sitting at the keyboard. You can see all your medical scans um, on the screen, which I will pop onto the screen. I think. Can you guys see them?
That's Hector.
Holy shit, you got some.
You can see some scans that have Hector's name on them, and then some that have your.
What the fuck? This is sick.
You can see on some of them, it is picking up the psychic signals that are coming from your brain, and it seems to be recording them. And in both of your heads, you can see that there has been a device implanted.
Holy shit. Yeah, I'm gonna make a quick mental image to try to remember all of the information, or at least as much as I will be able to for the future. And then I would like to.
Why is there a little man inside his head?
Can I just
With the box.
a
It's
little
like
hamster? Can I go towards my body and see if there's any restraints that I could remove while not it being too obvious? If you know what I mean? But like
Yeah,
just like
there's,
loosen up the grips and everything.
yeah, you can tell that both of your arms are kind of restrained with these leather straps that are attached to the bed, and there's like a belt that goes over as well, and you are easily able to walk up to it as the AIM agent and undo the straps. It doesn't seem like anyone's paying much attention to you here. This guy doing these kinds of things isn't doesn't seem strange at all. So yeah, he is very quickly able to um, take off all of those straps. The only thing still connecting you is the wires to the back of the head.
Is there anything that like going directly into it?
Yeah, it seems like you kind of picture like the Matrix, like you're jacked into the
Oh
Matrix.
yeah. Oh shit. Would I know as a soldier what would have happened if I were to like just break those things? Could I have any other understanding of what would have happened if I just like woke up and then broke it and then started walking? Would it like
Yeah, you would immediately be able to tell that the on the screens you were looking at, it seemed like there was it was trying to like finish installing something basically, and it basically the mind control device is what is currently getting information uploaded. So it's currently, I can't believe I keep forgetting this word. Fuck my brain. What did I said it?
Integrating.
Integrate. That's the one. Thank you. Anyway, so you can tell that it's nearly complete, and if you were to break the connection now, the device probably wouldn't function properly.
okay, I'll go back to my desk and do my magic with my fingers and knowledge to try to just install the upload.
Okay, you pause the upload, and yeah, I mean you could tell it would be safe to remove the wires. It would just interrupt that. Yeah, but if you've paused it now, it has stopped.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be enough for now. I'd just like make sure that like on the screen that there are just scans and that there's no like if like any way that someone would just with a glance to see that it's paused. Just like basic scans and stuff, and then I would try to take a stroll around the area and like just leisurely trying to see if I can recognize anyone in these spots and overall.
Yeah, you would immediately, as you're walking through, you kind of look from side to side and you recognize that they are all cops. These are all people that you've seen in the police station, and you would recognize them as the captain of the Hell's Kitchen precinct and two of their detectives and one of their sergeants.
What
But
the hell happened?
as you continue making your way down, you would see Agent Silver floating in this tank, and another AIM agent standing in front of a similar screen that also has one of these progress bars on it, with MODOK just floating alongside, and and you can just see him like tapping his fingers together as he says, "Oh, I can't wait for the moment when your minds finally submit. The last vestiges of your pathetic resistance crumble, and you become the perfect soldiers, the perfect weapons. Wonder what you'll feel when you see your former allies, friends, and your precious city brought to its knees by your own hands. Oh, what a glorious day it will be. as he laughs maniacally.
Professor? I was like kind of slow and try to call Professor in my mind. I'd be like, I'd have like a shivering tone in my voice, like he's a little bit scared as to what the hell he's looking at.
Yes, Modoc. I recognize him. Be careful of the minds that you telepathically possess. Some of them can drive you mad, and his is certainly one of those. I believe MODOK stands for Mental Organism Designed Only for Killing. It controls aim, but I believe this is not our MODOK. Be careful of that one. I'm sure his allies are close. But yes, that's Hector. That's who I was looking for. I should be able to reach out to him, see if you can stop that process as well.
Yeah,
And
just I'd continue just walking, try to not be like suspicious.
are you walking sort of towards them?
Yep, great. I'd be like not really close to them, but like on here, like on the other side.
Yeah, there's like there's a panel here that you can go and pretend to be working at, like
Yeah,
uh, just doing your tasks. As Agent Silver, you can please do a vigilance check for me, as you are like unconscious and you can just hear Modoc through the glass, but as Xavier tries to reach out to you, I want to see if it is enough to wake you.
I guess so.
On a fantastic success, it absolutely is, as Xavier uses like silencer and this aim agent as kind of he's like boosting his Wi-Fi connection to get to you. And yeah, you hear him saying, Hector, Hector, can you hear me? It's Professor Charles Xavier. Are you there?
For a second, Hector's body kind of like shudders or jolts, and his eyes haven't opened yet, but he's gonna very weakly say, "Professor, where am I?"
Some bubbles in the tank as you like try to speak and then realize that you are in this strange like glowing liquid that is surrounding you, and you can see Modoc's massive head floating on the outside of the tank, and you hear Professor X just saying, "Yes, oh, you're alive. I had feared the worst. Your friend Silencer is nearby. He is
Is
helping
he?
me he is helping me speak with you, and I have sent some of my best X-Men to help you escape from this place. Just stay strong, Hector. They will be there soon."
He says nothing, but Professor Xavier can feel like he senses that Hector's like okay. Like he doesn't physically say okay, but that emotion of all right, I'll stay strong. Uh, I'll wait.
At this point, both of you are conscious, and you'll realize you've got half hit points, half focus. You do have all of your karma, so if you do want to like take this moment and spend that karma, you can. But there is a moment here before too much else happens. You would actually, as the aim agent, um, you would hear some some faint noises up above you. It it's like or down below. Sorry, you're forget where you actually are, you would hear some like faint noises coming from outside. That it seems like there's some sort of commotion going on, but nothing too serious yet.
Okay, I think let's spend some karma to heal.
Agreed.
It's resilience, right? And it has to be an attack.
Holy shit, Fuck.
22.
you're insane.
Oh, that didn't do it. Oh dear. All right, hold on. Go back to 60. There we go. That's much better.
So as you guys are doing this, we'll actually let me see. Yeah, no, sorry, let me not complicate things. Sorry for the wait for the others, but we are going to. I did just give you a prop. So you guys are taking a second to heal yourselves, and then do you think you would try to do anything to escape in this moment, or are you doing anything as you're possessing the AIM agent, or are you just waiting for the backup as the Xavier has said is going?
I know for Hector, like now you start to see like bigger pieces starting to be like installed and starting to like the chest plate and the ab plate or the stomach plate starts getting installed. So you see that. So that's what Hector's going through right now as stuff is getting installed. Um, I think Hector's gonna wait.
Okay. Silence. Are you doing anything there? As Hector gets assembled.
Hmm. I still don't know what to do.
Okay, well then don't worry. As I said, there was some commotion happening outside. You will now hear it getting louder as you hear some gunshots, and then you hear some shouting. As we're going to sort of stick to Theatre of the Mind for this opening moment, but downstairs there is a room full of Hydra agents, like Hydra guards, and on one side of the room is the entrance. On the other side of the room is a set of elevators that would take you up into this lab. As Luke Cage and Wolverine arrive at this building and enter the room, they're trying to get to the elevators. But I'd like you guys to please describe for me what the scene looks like as they just mow their way through these guards and manage to get to the lift.
I imagine Wolverine's probably asking, what's the other guy's name? Sorry,
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage. Yeah, to like throw him in, like do the fastball special. Start off this engagement.
As Wolverine comes crashing through the window. Wait, who's who? When aren't you playing? Oh, right. You are getting. You're the one getting from. Right.
Well, you want to go first? Just picks him up and throws him, just like like the perfect like coming there like. Meow. I just imagine him like taking him up and just throwing him, and Wolverine just flying with the like the front of his claws.
Yeah.
Wolverine comes smashing through the window as he's thrown by Luke Cage, and you crash down into the middle of this room full of Hydra agents that are all quite shocked to see you as you, yeah, giving out this roar. Now both of you rushing into the room, and what do you do in that like rush for the elevator?
That's Wolverine. It's just a freaking monster. He just frenzies and like starts jumping to person, clawing and viciously whirlwinding, and just making as much ground as he can.
And Luke Cage is just following him, and he's like, "Oh, you forgot some." Just taking like twos and smacks their heads together.
Absolutely, and as the two of you reach the other side of the room, we just see the bodies of these unconscious Hydra agents all collapsing to the ground as the Luke Cage knocks the last two out, and Wolverine just snicks, just sheathes his blades as you both get into an elevator, and the doors close in front of you. Elevator music begins to play as the two of you start making your way upstairs, and it is at this point that Wolverine, you will begin to smell the people that are on the next floor, and the two of you should be able to see your tokens down on the bottom right. And Wolverine, you should be able to see what you can smell.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, as you guys are just approaching, there are going to be some reports in the room where the AIM agent is um yeah, they are going to be delivering the news to MODOK that, "Sir, we have intruders downstairs. I think they're making their way up this way." And he goes, "Ah, so the cavalry finally arrives. How interesting." But what are Wolverine and Luke Cage doing as they approach this floor in the elevator?
I tell Luke, like, seems to be about a dozen. I can smell them. In the rooms ahead, or I'm assuming the rooms, but just to give him information. It's about equal split left to left and right. So do you want to take left and I'll go right?
Sure, you can take right. I take left.
Okay.
Okay, and with you can both roll for initiative. So can Silencer and Hector. And yeah, for the Devil's Advocate, I haven't forgotten about you.
It's
But,
fine. It makes sense. I'll arrive later.
Yeah, you will probably get here. You can actually roll for me. Oh no, hold on. What was the roll? Oh
all
no,
the
you rolled bad.
yeah.
Okay,
I'll wait. It's fine.
so yeah. You'll probably get here after at least the first round, but we'll
Yep.
see how long. And then okay. I'm gonna just roll them all. Okay, so it looks like Luke Cage and Wolverine got a bonus round. Awesome.
It's so perfect.
That's so good. So as you agree, one will go left, one will go right. You open the elevator doors, and we go into battle as Wolverine. It looks like you're going to be up. What do you do?
Right.
And also, yeah, I'm sorry, it's in feet, but just remember it's spaces times 5 will give you feet.
So yeah, okay. So it's still move 5 spaces, right? That's the...
Yeah, it's supposed to. The game works in spaces, but one space is 5 feet. It's the same
Okay.
sort of thing.
Okay.
So yeah, you can by default 5 foot. I mean, 5 spaces of run speed should be 25 feet.
Cool. I'm gonna do hit and run, and if it's successful, then I can move it again for half my run speed. And I'll be against this guy.
Oh crap! Okay.
That's 616. Oh.
Should we be able to see Wolverine?
Sorry.
Good night. Wow.
Oh, should you?
Crap. You take double damage. Dang.
Okay. Yes. So this guy is just like sitting on a couch. They're busy like chatting about this weird art piece in the middle of the room. The elevator doors just open and Wolverine comes rushing out, fucking murking this guy.
I actually, yeah. So like, I just run up and I claw him and like lift him up and throw him into the next guy as I also run with the body and reach the next guy.
God, the music
Shock value.
came in just as I'd hoped.
That's me.
Amazing. So yeah, you you run him over there, and the other guy's now scrambling, trying to pick up his weapon. But we go to Luke Cage as oh wow, right at the bottom, do it like this. Luke Cage, we go to you.
Well, why can't I move this? I know I can see the character, but I cannot move it. And I'm on the correct one. Ah, I see why. Wait, that makes no sense. It's my turn. Even in the combat tracker, yet it says that it's not my turn.
Okay. Yeah, I thought. Oh,
Okay, that's confusing.
okay, there we go. Now it should be.
Perfect. Well, still the plan that I go left. Because that's I'm not even sure what that is.
Ooh, villain action.
Oh well. Just dashing there and seeing. Oh, exciting. Exciting. And let's get back to the stuff.
Okay. So then we go back up to the top of the round with Wolverine as Modoc starts to get an inkling that something is wrong, hearing this Hydra agent screaming. What do
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna attack this dude. Sorry, Wolverine has like a billion things.
Yeah, no, it's fuck. Most of them are just variations on slash with claws, but
I think I'm just gonna do. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this vicious tag.
Ooh. Yep.
holy crap again.
Erased.
I mean, yeah, it tracks.
And then I'm gonna move.
You can see there's a large window pane on this side, and you
Oh,
can
is that what that is?
immediately smell that there are at least 3 people in the room that Luke Cage running towards. Yeah, and yeah,
Okay. Yeah, let me go. I have to do it the difference. There we go.
is that your turn?
Yep.
Is Wolverine ripping these guys to shreds as Mark flies over here a little bit and looks through the window. It's just like, oh, what?
Ooh. So sorry.
Yeah, Modoc looks down at this and just says, "Ah, so you've come to claim your fallen comrades? I'm afraid you're too late. The integration process is almost complete. One wrong move and I could trigger their minds to obey only me." And on his turn, he is going to shout to the others and tell them to stop the intruders. But with that, yeah, he's also going to put up a telekinetic sphere around himself as he just surrounds himself in a barrier.
Yeah, could Wolverine hear that?
Yeah, you definitely could.
Well, pretty soon you're gonna no, never mind. I blew it. I can't remember what he said exactly, so now it's
Oh, his little bounce maneuver is not working. Want to give him a shield, but whatever, that's close enough. As yeah, Modoc is then going to move up this way. He is flying and he can fly fast as hell. As he moves up that way, complete the process, get them ready. And then it takes us to the Hydra officer's turn, who yeah, he walks out to investigate the commotion outside and opens the door to see Luke Cage, as he immediately gets quite surprised and is going. Yeah, he's going to move across the hall, pulling out his gun and making a double tap attack against Luke. He fires twice. 12, I don't know if it 12 hits or not, but either way, it's freaking Luke Cage. So I'm pretty sure.
Let's
12
see,
is gonna
agility
fail.
defense. Yes, it would hit.
Well, you have a DR of 2. His Luke Cage's whole thing is being bulletproof, so I'm pretty sure you take no damage from that, as he just shoots you in the face and the bullet just pings.
Yeah, let me just check. Yes.
Yeah, so does he do anything as he takes?
I just like
shot?
like oh yeah, that nice. I had an itch there.
And as you are looking at him getting all cocky, you will see a figure move in front of the door at the end of the hallway, and it opens, and you see a large humanoid figure, like in what looks kind of like an Iron Man suit, but clearly Hydra branded. And it just, as it looks at you, it launches off the floor and just like rockets towards a sort of Superman pose. As it goes, let's is going to use, I think, stopping power as it starts blasting towards you. It is going to go for Wolverine and use a stopping power attack as it starts blasting at you for 16.
Do I? Sorry. Do I apply damage, or is that? Or do you do that?
Yeah, you can apply it to yourself. Just make sure your token is selected. And then I'm going to say pushes you back to here, as they might push you 4.
He's gonna wish
Yeah.
he didn't do that.
So he just, he flies right into you, and you just kind of catch a hold of him, but he's just blasting you, and now Wolverine and this armored Hydra agent are engaged in combat. As Agent Silver, you hear the commotion going on the other side. You can see Modoc clearly frantically moving around, and it seems like this might be your chance. Everything has been compiled. What do we see? You are muted, if you don't know that.
I am muted. Ha ha ha. I was going on and doing all this cool stuff, and nobody could hear me. Okay. If Professor X still has the link up, he could feel Hector like like a jolt of adrenaline and like fear and survival kind of take over, and he's going to start punching the glass. And when he realizes, wait a minute, I can just blast the glass, he's going to blast the glass. So let's
Okay,
go
yeah, just
over.
Wolverine's hearing on the other side now, Professor X calling to him, saying, Logan, he's just through there. And kind of pointing you in the right direction as that glass from the inside, you hear the thump, thump, and then it starts to glow before shattering completely.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'll be enough. You shatter the glass around you, and this liquid just spills out onto the floor. You drop down, and some of those wires like rip free as the AIM agent is stumbling backwards in.
Uh, Hector's gonna look for an exit, and then he's gonna remember. Wait a minute, where is Silencer? And he's gonna start like calling out to Silencer, like, "Hey, where are you, Silencer?" And he's gonna like, I guess, run this way. I forget how much movement I have. I think it's 5.
And
Yep,
Modoc
5.
Modoc sees you for a second as you're shouting that and just goes, "Oh, fascinating. You're stronger than I anticipated, but that just makes this all the more satisfying."
He's
And
gonna
yes,
turn around and like look at Modoc and his horrid little form, and kind of like a look of like wonder and disgust at the same time, looking at Modoc as he like, as he's been like distracted looking for Silencer.
okay. Well, as you break out, and is that as far as you
I think so. Yeah.
can? No, that's only 15. You've got another 10 feet.
I can go I can go another 10. Okay. There we go.
So yeah, as you start looking around for Silencer, and Luke Cage will see two more figures emerging from the room. And they're both going to act on the same initiative as these two, uh, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, like they look
The
like
Fenris
soldiers.
twins.
You see one of them going, "Well, look at this, brother. It looks like we're going to have some fun today after all." I think you're right. Let's show them what we can do. And they are going to hold hands, which seems a little bit odd at first, but then they extend their other hands towards you, and there is going to be an elemental blast from both of them as one of them is going to use elemental push and the other will use elemental blast. So the blast coming up first, uh, this is coming from Andreas, so it is a concussive blast. It's doing
Holy
it.
shit.
Okay, so an 18 against Luke Cage's agility defense, 56 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the elemental push from his sister, which on an elemental push, oh wait, is there an effect for the other one? Yeah, an elemental blast, because that is concussive. Oh crap, that was the one thing. What happens when you are hit by sound? What is Because on a-
Deafened for 1 round. If that's what you're looking for.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It was actually that's not what that power does.
Oh.
Never mind. That was completely wrong. But yes, that is good for future reference. The other one, however, is if it hits you, it can knock you back. So on a fantastic success, knocks you prone, but an 18, I believe, and then you are going to take. I know you take no damage because it's not a fantastic success. Sorry, you are just pushed back
No.
3 spaces. Oh,
No.
What
she
did he
just
do?
blasts right, like puts her hand right against your chest and tries to push you backwards. But what happens instead?
Just like I like when the women touch me right there, man. I'm just feeling like staying.
It's a big one, brother. And they are going to both take a small leap back. They seem to kind of float through the air as they are still holding hands, but they stand back in sort of preparation. They'll go with the movement. Okay. Then we go to the Hydra agents who those two are both down. And there's one guy in the bathroom. He can't do anything right this second. The AIM agents, however, this one is going to do his best to impress Modok and is going to run up and try and basically tase Hector. Hey, stop! And then he makes an elemental burst, but this is at main range.
I don't think that hits.
A 10. No, he just he does press it to you and just tase, but you don't even feel it. That energy is just like absorbed by the new tech.
And so he
That's-
turns his attention to the guy in front of him.
That's it for them. So Silence, we go to you.
Yeah, still in the body of this agent. I'd just run. I'd run and slam into the guy that is next to Hector, and just like try to tackle him on the floor.
Okay, for simplicity's sake, I'm gonna roll for with the agent stats, but that's a 16 to hit him, as it does 6 points.
Fuck. And as I tackle him, I'll look at Hector and I'm like, I'll be right there. I'm good. And then his eyes would just roll back and become normal, and I would go back to my regular self, and I'd use telekinetic manipulation to just like break everything away from me, like all of the wires. And then I'd like try to stand up a little bit, crack uh, you know, my shoulder and shit, and I'd start walking towards here, I guess. And if it's all right, I'd use telekinetic manipulation as a, like a course of my action in order to try to free the people from the pods, like to rip the doors of the pods, I guess.
Okay, I'll say these pods are kind of like high security things. So, like if you're bringing some things with you, that would be free. But if you are trying to actually open them, you can make a logic check, as you've already done quite a. Hell yes. Which one are you trying to open?
I'd just go if I see. Probably captain, I guess.
Okay, yeah, you rip open the mechanism and it just there is steam that kind of pours out of it as Yeah, the captain sits up looking quite groggy and confused. What the hell?
Get up, Captain. You gotta fight some Hydra mobs. That's all I can do for this round, at least.
Amazing. Then we go to Luke Cage. You have the Fenris twins on one side, big armored Hydra agent on the other. What are you gonna do?
You can handle the metal. I go for the girl. I'm just gonna go there and I'm gonna try to like grapple her. Now again, then let's see. What was the rule for grappling? Let's see, grab.
Yeah, there is a specific power for the like grappling technique, but I think you can just make a melee check. It just won't.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
won't do them.
You're
Ooh,
used.
a 9 is. You're gonna use what? That is not enough.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. 8, you're useless. Oh well.
I can use actually, I'll use a reaction to that.
Oh, the help teammate.
Yeah.
$13 then.
13 is just enough.
Perfect, because then it's have her grabbed. Just gonna be like, now, let me give you a hug, girl. Come on. Yep. 19.
Ooh, that'll.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. She just you hear her bones cracking as she's forced to like let go of her brother's hand, and she just lets out a scream of pain as he just goes, "No, sister!" And yeah, you've got her crushed, right?
It's almost like I have a cross on you.
And with it is going to be their villain action where she is going to try and make a resilience check to break out of your. She can use a reaction actually to try and do that. So she's going to use a reaction. Oh, an 18. I think is going to do it.
I'm gonna spend the karma for trouble.
$17, but not a fantastic success. I believe that it's against your melee defense.
Still, it's enough to escape.
Yeah, so she is going to just let out this burst of energy, and you are kind of blinded for a moment as she breaks free from your grasp and just coughs up as she scampers behind her brother and just grabs a hold of his as he then is going to lift his hand and make an attack. Let's see, they are going to. Stopping power, was that the one? Yeah, okay. So he's going to attempt a stopping power attack against you as he. Oh no, wait, she's touching him, so he can use the thing. Sorry, all these characters are confusing. He's going to use Elemental Ricochet, and he is going to try and blast you. 15 to hit your agility defense.
Yes.
But there's 20 points there, I think reduced quite significantly. But on a hit, oh no, that's only on a fantastic. Nice. Okay, so then, yeah, he blasts you with this energy, and then they are going to try and back up a bit. Can they actually move? Do they get? Yeah, they get up. And the door closes behind them. Not a very heavy wall, but we now go to round 3, where at this point we're going to cut over for a second to Tony, as you are behind the wheel of this school bus that is tearing across Hell's Kitchen. There's this trail of fire behind it. What does it look like for him as he is traveling like at super speed? You ramping over rooftops, or what does it look
No,
like?
I'm just I'm not driving normally on the street, just through anything I see in my path.
Nice. There's some hydro cars, and it's getting blasted to the side as you race your way up the street. It's not that far away from where the uh, from where the rest of the fight happened. It took you guys quite a while to work through all those other Hydra agents, but it is at about this point that you start getting close, and you can see the building up ahead. Are you going to try and like drive this thing through the wall, or do you think you'll be going into the elevator as well? Are you getting out of the
I might as well drive through the wall. I can't change it up now.
Yeah, I mean, you do you, but then I'm going to put you down as yeah. Which side of this map do you think? Which wall do you think you're going to be busting through? This
If I remember the city map correctly, I want to say like western wall.
okay? Yeah. I mean, I haven't, to be honest, um, thought about which way is which.
No,
So
but I
yeah, we'll
remember
start
like
from
it's our previous base, and it wasn't like east side of the map, so I assume I'm coming from somewhere in the west.
we'll see.
There, sure, there.
I'll set it on top. Okay, so yeah, I mean, might be a little bit small, but whatever. At this point, you can roll for initiative as well, Devil's Advocate, as your bus comes crashing in through. I'm going to say
I rolled like shit.
okay. Well, why did you put us straight on your turn?
Because I didn't roll previously, so it just put me first, but then I actually rolled.
Okay, so do you want to describe for us what the entrance looks like as you'll be taking a turn when you actually like get off the bus or whatever you do once you're actually inside. But this crashing through the wall happens at the top of the round. So you want to describe what what Modoc sees, especially as he's probably expecting this the least. He's like seeing his super soldiers now running off in the opposite direction and from behind what
There isn't too much to tell. Hey, I'm not sure how thick the walls are, but you hear like the horn blaring, and then suddenly something crashing through the wall, and there is just a flaming bus.
right. Then we go to Wolverine as yeah, you see this on the other side of that window, and you smell some sulfur. Devil's Advocate is here.
Excellent. So since I took damage, I have to roll to see if I go berserk. Let's see. I roll. Ego check. Nope, I'm go berserk. Because I have to beat the amount of damage I took, basically 19. Charge full speed.
Don't forget to heal yourself at the end of each turn.
Yeah.
Wait,
and
how much damage did you take?
22.
Was that? I don't think you were supposed to take full damage. Don't you have damage reduction?
I did.
One,
I
I
didn't
think.
take full damage. I think it was 28. Was the amount of damage done?
Oh,
Is damage reduction 1.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Or
26
26,
reduced to
26.
22.
So I go berserk, and then gives me an edge on all close attacks, and adds 2 to melee resilience, ego defenses. Can I share this?
You can. I'm not sure if I've set it up properly on mobile, but I think the effects tab there may be. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, there
I
we
know.
go.
Oh, sorry. I thought I had set up Berserk properly on his.
Okay, so yeah, so I'm gonna berserk on this tin can here, and
There we go. There is an effect, so it should be activated now.
oh, okay, cool. Going to something that sorry, this there's a lot of abilities. Oh, that one. spend? So I'm gonna spend 12 focus.
Not bad.
So it should be plus 6 on top of that.
Okay. I added the extra on top.
Cool.
Nice. So yeah, that does some pretty significant damage to it. Doesn't cause the bleeding, but yeah, what does it look like as you slash into this what looks like an Iron Man suit?
Yeah, I mean, he bursts out in a rage and he just starts slashing wildly, maybe like probably hitting the arms, and then yeah, trying to get through the armor.
That he does, tearing into it.
And then his healing factor kicks in. I get 5 health back. Cool. Actually, I think I'll move. Am I able to like move around him?
Yeah.
I'll move to the back side of him.
Tearing through some of that as we then go to Modok, and Modok is going to first of all be surprised at the bus, and then yeah, just says, you've come to rescue them. Don't you see they're beyond saving? The bodies have been reforged. Their minds are already under my influence. Come now, Silencer, why don't you show them? And he is going to use on Silencer. And he is going to give you an order to eliminate the intruders as he makes a logic attack against Silencer. He does this by wait. Remove first. But that is going to be a 17 to hit.
Yep, it's
As he's got a shit ton of fly speed. He's got a flight of 24, so his rockets around. Where you think you're going? The fun's just getting started. So with a 17, he orders you to eliminate the intruders, and on a success, the target complies with the orders. On a fantastic, there's another effect, but that wasn't a fantastic. Yeah, you are now ordered to attack your teammates. His turn, and the Hydra officer, he's going to try his luck to try get a shot on Wolverine here. So double. 11. He takes a shot, hears him growl, and then runs the opposite. Just call Zola. We need help. Yeah, the armored Hydra agent is not so much of a pushover, though. He is going to. See. Yeah, he's just you're kind of in melee with him here. Yeah, he's going to try and also double tap. So he puts the glove up towards you and blasts at your face. And a 17 to hit for 26 points of damage. And then with that, as he kind of blasts you, he also moves the side and is sort of trying to block that door. As the other guy goes, "No, you idiot, go the other way!" And they go to heck. As yeah, this one AIM agent seems to be helping me out for no good reason, and has just tackled his friend and said he'll be fine. But you see Silencer stumbling towards you, now looking at you with maybe murderous intent.
Oh no. uh. Uh. What do I want? Let's run and shoot. I see the burning school bus, so that has to be Devil's Advocate. Let's go ahead and make a break for it.
Safe bet.
Oh, come on. He's going to get to the broken tank, and he's going to fire at the unharmed guy here. Let me see if I can.
Guy who just helped you out.
Yeah, the guy that just helped me out.
He's like looking at the guy underneath him, just going, "What? What happened?" And he's going, "Get the hell off of me!"
Yeah.
He looks up at you, sort of in confusion, as you turn around. Blast.
Yep. Let's do a burst. Oof.
It's
It hits? Okay.
yeah. And that's
14
enough to take him
damage.
out.
Nice.
He's just blasted backwards off of the guy. Just
I think that's it. I moved. I fired. I don't think I can do anything else. So that's my turn.
cool. Keep moving as the Fenris twins now. Why do I feel like they got a turn? Oh yeah, like because they
The
have to
villain action.
Yeah. It's like, hold on. Okay, they are going to open this doorway. Yeah, as they get to the other side, you can see he's trying to give his sister like medical attention, and then they look up and see what's happening, and then he's going to try another elemental ricochet. So this time at Hector first, as oh, 12.
I
As
don't
she
think that
she's
hits.
going to she's going to use the help action. I forgot they could do that to give him an
Oh yeah, that hits. Let me select my token. Where am
He goes, hey, what are you doing out of your cage? As the other one goes, take it, brother, kill him. And he blasts you with energy, and that is their turn. Oh no, she's got a turn as well. She's also going to attempt an elemental ricochet, but she's going to try and do this one at the Devil's Advocate. Can she reach that far? How far is it? Yeah. No, she can't. Not from where she is. So she's going for Hector.
Oh yeah, that hits.
And then he's going to help her. Oh no, he can't do that. What? Oh, did you press that? It's like, what is.
It was after me, right? She shot it at me.
Yeah, it was. It's just you pressed calculate damage, not me. That's why I was confused. I was like, huh? Why
Oh, I'm sorry.
you were rolling for them? I mean, it's fine. It's the same thing. You take that damage, and then we move on to the Hydra agents, of which this guy walks out after just going to the bar, sees Wolverine, and Wolverine has gone berserk, right?
Yeah.
He closes the door and locks it. Silencer, we go to you.
Okay. So basically, he's just gonna like kind of go limp, and then his eyes is just gonna go full black. He's gonna say, "I understand," and he's gonna start moving.
You hear, like it's like you're deep underwater. You can hear Xavier calling out to you, and trying to get you to stop, and trying to like break you free from this as you're rushing forwards.
I'll also spend 10 points in order to create telekinetic protection around myself. But that's my movement and action to move as well.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to say you can make a logic check as Professor X is trying to help you break out.
Ooh.
As you're like moving towards Hector, you just hear him go, come back to us. You just like hear it from like it's far away, but what is it that breaks Silencer free in this?
It's just gonna be like a small red butterfly that just like dashes across my eyes, and like he just gazes upon him for like a split second, and then he just snaps, and all of a sudden his eyes just roll back, like in a normal state, and he's like, "What the fuck just happened? The fuck was that?"
You can hear Modok on the other side of the room. What are you doing? Why are you not killing him? As Devil's Advocate, we go to you.
Yeah, the door of the bus will open, and I'll just walk out and say, ah, finally, an open parking spot in New York. I'll just look around, see Modok there, and I don't know those twins, so I assume they're hostile. Actually, I've seen them shoot Agent Silva. So I look at the bus and say, hit them. Just punch, like slap the hood and tell them to hit them as it will charge towards them.
The fuck?
As I
Oh
don't
my
have to be,
God.
I don't have to be inside of it for it to move.
What the fuck? That's
He's
it.
gonna
Avoid-
isekai them.
It will avoid Agent Silva. Rush. What do I roll?
You can make a melee attack with the school bus. I believe it's connect. Should have the same stats as you, so it's basically
Yeah.
just a melee.
It might
attack.
use my eagle. Let me see.
I think you roll as the character. You don't have to roll from
I use
the bus.
ego for all checks to operate them, and I get advantage on such checks, so it's not an attack, so it's irrelevant. Yeah, I'll make an attack.
I don't think that's specific. I
Yeah.
think it means you have an edge on an attack with the vehicle.
Yeah. Then I will make a melee attack.
Operating it, that would count as driving it into someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Melee attack, confirm. Oh no.
No, so it's an ego attack against their main.
Oh well, it's a +8 then. It's an 8 instead of a 7.
It's fine. You can re-roll as an ego
Okay.
check. That's what it's meant.
Ego roll. That's better. I will.
Okay.
No, I will not use my karma. Yeah. And the damage will be ego damage, so not a lot. 13.
Okay. Yeah, they are both smashed up against by this bus. As one of them is like badly hurt. You can see she just lets out a cry of pain. Her bones are still have been crushed by Luke Cage and a bus now today. Not to mention the fact that it is spouting hellfires. Yeah, you have
Actually, when
successfully-
they're attached, if they attach it, they will take damage as well. On their turn, I guess.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
on their turn to get out of there, they'll be getting burned. They're currently pinned to the wall by the.
Do I see Modok? Guess I see him on the map. I'm just not sure if it's from my eyes or not.
From your, if I select your token, you can't see him around the corner.
I can't see everything. It's why it doesn't work properly.
Why the hell does it give me the vision and not?
If I can see him, then I can see him.
Here we go. Now you should be able to see what your character can see.
Still the same.
Oh, never mind. But yeah, you can see the operating table behind him, and you can hear him shouting and monologuing. But yeah, you don't have line of sight on.
Yeah, well, there are 2 eager aim agents next to me, so that's on them. .27 damage on the eager aim agent.
So yeah, what does it look like as you take him out?
I smack him from the left side, and it bashes him against the pod or whatever the thing is, and he gets killed. And that's me.
Sorry, were you throwing him across the room or just against?
No,
the
I
one
just just the one next to him.
Nice. As the other guy just like throws his clipboard in the air, doesn't know what's happening. And Luke Cage, we go back to you, as it seems that those Fenris twins have managed to escape behind a few sets of doors, but you can see through the doors in front of you. Also, you can see they are like it's like an airlock kind of thing, like for like you would go in there to put on your hazmat suit.
Oh well, there's only one thing to do. Move through. And it's like, where are they?
He points upwards.
Thanks.
They went through there, please. Don't hurt me.
No, I'm just gonna give you a hug. grab him, and then yes,
Crunch.
and I have the heroic trait, so I don't kill him.
Yeah, I mean, it's easier to mark them that way.
Yeah. Then I'm
He's
like,
only
oh
on
well,
balance, okay.
thank you. Enjoy your hog.
Just crumples onto the ground and sleeping. And then we go to the heroic action. Andrea is going to attempt to just push this vehicle off. I'll see if we can actually do that. They're not. Yeah, strength isn't their biggest thing. Yeah, he's just going to try and push the truck off of both of them. And with a 15, he is going to manage it. The fantastic. How much damage do they take from touching?
Let's see. Regular damage with damage multiplier equal to my rank. I don't sure what that means.
Sorry, say that again.
They'll take regular damage with damage multiplier equal to my rank. Just regular damage. It doesn't say what. I assume it's ego because all of my things are ego powered. It's just an ego damage.
Yeah. You can just roll an ego attack and then the damage from that.
Very nice. 22 health damage.
Okay, he takes that as he steps back and he's like burning his very soul as he is going to just grab his sister's hand and just say, "Come on, we'll go find the Baron." And they are going to fly towards the hole in the wall that was created. Do 120. Yeah, they are going to be able to fly, holding hands over you guys and outside of the building. But as they are going, Andrea is going to be shooting one last elemental ricochet into the room towards towards Agent Silver.
Okay. Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay, not a fantastic though, but 28 points of damage to you. And the Fenris twins, both near death, managed to fly out of the building. Modoc also gets a villain action, which I forgot. And he's very annoyed that his power is not working, but then tries to see what that noise was. He zooms back around and he goes, fine, I'll take care of you myself. And he's going to use a telepathic blast to try and blast at you, at the Devil's Advocate.
He'll probably hit.
Why did I think there was a thing called telepathic blast? I'm mixing it up with something else. Or he'll use telekinetic grab and try and pick you up into the air.
Yeah.
Against your melee defense there.
Yeah, I'm grabbed.
So he lifts you into the air and goes, "Oh, you will make a fine addition to the collection." and from his body, several like weapons, and you see saw blades on the ends of little robotic arms and just chainsaws. You see all of these weapons now, sort of breaking free from his body as he hovers towards you and laughs maniacally. And that covered in the sand back there. And then that's the villain action, Wolverine. We go to the top of the round.
Okay. So when an ability says for every enemy within reach, is that like adjacent or is that just within my move range?
I'm not sure. The context of that we've kind of interpreted in different ways as we've been going. What
Okay.
reach technically means. Technically, it means within like the 5 feet that you have, but
Okay, that's what,
is
that's
the?
what I mean. That's what makes sense, at least this attack. So.
But you can keep attacking like during your movement. So I think if you can get there with your movement, it might still count. But what
Okay.
is the ability that you're using? You can send it in the chat.
What's gonna do? Frenzy. I was gonna move to here. I don't know if you'll allow me to like jump over the big guy.
Yeah, you can definitely get past him. And I'd say, yeah, that's in that spot. You're attacking the people surrounding you.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah, those guys also aren't perfectly on the grid, so the Hydra agent on your left will count as being within your range.
Oh, okay. Should get an edge. Berserk.
Oh, is he gonna go for the ultimate fantastic?
Oh,
Okay. Not to be disappointed in that, but
Yeah.
what's the effect of the weapon?
I think it's just +1 damage multiplier.
No, it causes a bladed weapon causes bleeding, and because your claws are adamantium, they ignore damage reduction.
Ah. Sweet.
Yeah, they are all going to be bleeding. The ones that survive. But the officer. Oh wait, is it full damage or half damage?
It's
Full damage.
Says it's full.
Yeah.
But that rolls crit damage. That double. I think is that it definitely doubles.
It doubled.
It thought that it was crit. So just what is the damage meant to be for full damage?
Half, so 37.
Half, yeah.
37. Yeah. Right. And bleeding. Okay, yeah, so you can see there's like steam and oil sputtering out of the armored Hydra agent, and blood sputtering out of the Hydra officer as you just tear this room to and everyone in it to pieces. You can see some of the Hydra agents, the AIM agents, desperately trying to get away from this flurry of blades. But yeah, Wolverine doing some damage. That Hydra agent in the suit doesn't look like he'll last much longer.
Excellent. And then I'm gonna heal again.
that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay, then going to Modok, as he has just grabbed the devil's apple. He is going to try to get into your head and oh no, he was threatening you with the weapons. Yeah, he's going to move up close, and with all of those weapons, he's also going to do a whirling as they all start slicing into you. 14 with the fantastic.
Yeah, I'll use a reaction for elemental protection.
Okay, you can apply that. Oh, 48 points of damage there. So I think that'll get through your elemental protection.
Yeah, so I think no
yeah,
damage,
still
but
won't.
it will break it.
But yeah, so as he just these like chainsaws and saw blades just all come in towards you and start like slicing into you. You just hear this horrible. It's like being in a dentist's office. The sounds that you're hearing, and he's laughing maniacally, and then he pulls his weapons away, expecting to have seen that he's cut you into pieces, and his weapons are just melted, and they're like not fully functioning. Because what? No, impossible! And that is going to be his turn. As we go to the Hydra officer, who is now bleeding profusely. I don't remember how that actually affects you. Bleed means also. Okay, characters using melee weapons is sharp. Blah 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 blah. A bleeding character loses 5 health at the end of each of their turns until they die or the condition ends. Anyone, including the victim, can stop the bleeding by using an action to make a successful logic check against a TN of 10. And yeah, if they recover any health, it would stop as well. So he has just been sliced open by a Wolverine, has realized none of his bullets have really done. So he is going to shout. Yeah, he's going to try to stop the bleeding as he's just been sliced open. Oh, just gets it with a 10. So he manages to stop the bleeding, but that is his action. He kind of stumbles back against the glass, and you can see that there's glass there that they're clearly, this is like an observation room, and he puts there's like a bloody handprint on the glass as he tries to call out for Modok's help. The armored guy, he is not quite as worried about bleeding, so he is going to attempt to grapple. I know I keep thinking that he's going to be good in melee, but he's really not. He's going to use an. Can I do headshot? Yeah, he's going to make a headshot attack, try and shoot Wolverine in the back of the head with this. Okay, well, great. That is 14 against your agility.
Misses. I got a 15.
Oh no. Okay, so just his
Oh,
shot
wait,
just
hold on.
bounces.
I think I have a -2.
It should be applied, so 15 should be right, I think. Yeah, it's usually 17. Usually your melee and your agility are 17, but when you go berserk, it goes
Oh, cool.
19 for melee, 15 for agility.
So since you missed, and you're in melee, or as a close attack, I get a riposte as a reaction. It is ass. How do I just make like this? Is it just a melee attack then? Just says makes a close attack against character that failed.
Can't hear what you're saying.
Oh, riposte. Since you missed, I get to make a close attack against you.
Yeah.
As a reaction. So is that just simply a melee attack?
Yeah, close attack is melee,
Okay.
and ranged attack is agility. Okay, 16 is enough to hit him. Yeah, roll your damage. Oh, so this is going to be important because he has 22 hit points left.
Oh,
He does have damage reduction too. However, I just want to double check. Adamantium claws. I think I'm not sure if it ignores one level or just ignores damage reduction entirely. I think it just ignores damage.
Ignores one level, I think. Yeah, ignores one level of damage reduction.
Okay. I'm going to and then add on top. Here's yeah. So you brought him down to 1 hit. He's like, you describe what it looks like as you bring him down and like ready for an execution.
yeah. I mean, I think that he does the close shot, and I just grab the weapon and move it just like right by my sort of head, and then with my other hand I just skewer him like right in the chest.
All right. Yeah, not today, Bob. As we go to friggin' Agent Silver on the other side of the glass, you can see Wolverine has come to save you. This is yeah, Xavier's not hanging. But it also seems like Silencer is no longer trying to kill you in this moment, and the Fenris twins have flown out through the wall. So what are you going to do?
Okay. He is going to run up to Silencer. That's not what I'm going to do. Delete that. I'm getting a new mouse for Christmas, I swear. He's gonna say to Silencer, we got to get out of here. What are all these pods?
There's police officer in them. We need to get them out before we go. We need to take them with us. Can't just leave them
Okay.
here.
So then Hector is going to run up. Eventually. I think that's 5. That should be 5. And he's going to blow this. He sees somebody in here and he's going to blow this door open.
Okay, yeah, you can make an attack.
Let's try a blast. Because I get edge on. Wow.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so you're just, it's like you're too fresh out of this, you're exhausted and not quite yourself. Your body feels heavy. There's like something's wrong. You're not sure what they've done to you. As you try and blast that, it's like you don't quite have the same the same control over your power. Something's different.
I moved, I talked, and I shot. I think that's my turn, and I've been forgetting something.
Oh, actually, Xavier's in your mind as well. He'll give you a help act.
Ooh.
Give you an edge on that. He says, "It's all right, Hector. Don't push yourself. We'll get you out of here soon. Just stay calm. Focus."
Okay. Why is it not allowing me to modify? To firm. There we go. 12?
We'll hit. What is the damage?
18.
Okay. 18 damage. You blast the top of this thing open, and a detective will sit up again, looking groggy. So what in the hell is going on? Oh, Victor, is that you? And
Detective Riley?
you, what's going on, boy?
We gotta get out of here. We're in a Hydra facility.
Right. All right, don't have to tell me twice. Lead the way. And he starts climbing out of the. At this point, I forgot about the captain, but the captain is probably fighting with this Hydra agent at this point. But yeah, uh, Agent Silver, you have rescued one of the detectives. Seems like there's two more on your left and possibly more in the ones on the right. I mean,
All right.
in the next side of the ring, but you can see the other one that you ran past. Those seem to be empty, if there isn't a token.
Okay. I think that's my turn.
And at the end of your turn, it is going to go to the Fenris twins, who are using their action to fully get away. They are no longer in combat. And the agents, I forgot that AIM guys were supposed to be going on the Hydra agent's turn, but quite frankly, they don't pose much of a threat. They will try, though. They are going to attempt one shot at. Oh, I'm not even going to waste the time. What is your damage reduction, Agent Silver?
It's 1.
And a silencer, do you have? No, you don't.
No, I just have elemental
Okay.
protection, not elemental. Psychic one.
Okay, there is going to be some blasts coming towards both of you here, as a 13 against both of your agility defense.
Yep.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits.
Okay,
It meets.
it's going to be 7 points of damage there, halved. So it's actually going to be 4 points, which means 2 points to Agent Silver and 4 points to Silence.
Yeah, my barrier absorbs and does nothing. Just bounces
Okay,
off
cool.
into the ball.
Ah, yeah. So, yeah, you can. It'll be 2 points. Okay. As yeah, they just unload, like shooting at you, Agent Silver, but none of these are actually hurting you too badly. On the other side, this guy's cleverly hiding. These guys trying to get away from Wolverine. And then, yeah, the one next to Luke Cage is the guy wanders into the hallway trying to figure like he was busy. But Silencer, we go to you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just gonna move right over here and I'll try to get rid of detective market. I'm gonna try to open detective market pod so we can get him out.
Hey, yeah,
Oh my fucking god.
that is enough. You,
Okay.
yeah, these things aren't hard to get open, so you're looking for a TN11 to open them.
Good. Get up, detective. We gotta move. Hopefully they didn't do some random shit on you as well. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you see, he kind of sits up, but he still is badly hurt, and he can barely speak as he just looks up and says, "All right, sure." And he's just kind of grimacing. It seems like they've done a number on him. Doesn't look like he's been augmented like you guys have, but he looks like he could keel over and die any second.
Hector, get the last one. We need to get the hell out.
On it.
I'll continue trying to run away towards it. I probably could understand that this thing is from our comrade. It's a fucking flaming vehicle.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty obvious.
There can only be so many options here.
So that got me.
I'm not a gambling man, but
It's probably.
probably the devil's advocate as we go to your turn.
I'm currently grabbed, correct? So it means I have no
You are.
movement.
You've been lifted up off the ground, so yeah, your movement is essentially zero, but you can still move and stuff. And he has just moved right into melee range and is looking at his melted weapon.
Fortunately for him, he was always in melee range. I'll use the Cosmic Chain, but the focus one, not the normal attack.
Oh,
Come on.
Six.
Oh, it's a marvel
Ah.
though. So he will take.
That is a marvel.
It's
which
22.
means-
It's
That's it.
22 health, so 22 to the health and 22 to the focus.
So he has got his barrier up around
Yeah.
him, which is it's gonna hit that first, but that is definitely enough to destroy it.
On the
So I'll say
fantastic, will it cancel out the effects that happen if I get a marvel?
Not sure if it's supposed to, but I'm going to say that it doesn't. It is going to stop his. He's not going to take health damage from that one,
Yeah.
but he is going to take half to his focus.
Cool, and
So
he's
22.
also, because I got a fantastic, he's grabbed and paralyzed.
What?
When I get a fantastic, he's also grabbed and paralyzed.
Oh right, you're wrapping him up in the chains. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to see how the telekinetic sphere works.
Yeah, good.
Because it's basically an upgraded version of your
Protection.
protection. You know? Oh, actually, attacks against the sphere are against his logic defense, which is not going to make a difference. But he has got a very high logic defense.
The chances were lower.
Yeah, if you hadn't without the edge, you would have maybe not hit. But that is, yeah, it doesn't mention it. I feel like he's not grappled. I feel like it's protected him from that because otherwise.
Okay.
Just because these powers stop like everything else. I think. What do you guys think? How? Because the way we rule it is going to work for you guys as well. You've all got similar powers. If you are grabbed by the fantastic success, do you think it should go through the?
I don't think
it-
so.
I don't think it can.
I think like it's like at least from like perspective, it would. I don't know. It depends.
It's fine. I just break
No one
his
in
sphere.
no one inside is harmed, so I think it makes sense that you are able to basically encase the protection that this like sphere and just crush that, and so it is destroyed. Um, but he's not still grappled. I will say though I'm going to give him an agility check, and if he can't beat uh, your ego defense, then he will be grappled as well. I'll look up how it's supposed to work. But
Oh, he's fine.
Holy shit!
okay, so yeah, you break through, and you've like definitely got a grip on him, but he lets out a bit of a scream and moves out of the way of your chains just before you're able to fully grab him. You rip some of those weapons off of his body, but the actual big giant floating head is able to get.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my turn. I pass it on.
Okay. You can use a reaction to try and escape the grapple, but I believe you are still grappled.
I will still be grappled. I will not use my reaction. Actually, I have enough. Yeah, I have enough HP. I'll use my reaction and try to escape. What's the check?
Melee, I think.
Okay. $17.
Not enough, I'm afraid.
Yeah, then I'm still grappled.
Okay, then Luke Cage, we go to you. You can see that another Hydra agent has just stumbled out of a room looking confused, and you can see the front of a flaming bus through the other passage.
Hello there.
Crunch.
Who are you? Do you know what's going on? Ah!
Buh.
I'm just around here hawking people. Red Ringo.
Okay. Yeah, just popping that one, and then we go to Modoc again, who, let's see, what's Modoc? Yeah, Modoc's now backing away in fear after nearly getting caught in the chains. And yeah, he's going to go back to his original plan. He flies away and then looks across this way. So, useless. Agent Silver, obey my command.
Oh shit!
Oh
And
shit.
he is going to say, get over here and deal with the Devil's Advocate. I'm going to cast orders and
Oh yeah, that hits.
yeah, so
Against his
this
logic
is the same
defense, right?
against your logic defense, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, not a fantastic though. So yeah, you are going to have to comply with those orders as he tells you to kill the Devil's Advocate, and that is going to be his turn. Oh, actually, how far did he move? Yeah, he's gonna back up to this window, and that's as far as he. Then Wolverine, we go back to you. Still, you've just brought this guy down the riposte and is like waiting for a finishing move. You are muted, by the way.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. I'm gonna move here, and I have to attack him because it's still berserking, and it's caused by him in the first place. So I have to attack them.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you know that the armored Hydra agent has 1 hit point left. Like, you can
Yeah.
make this kind of a flavorful thing, whatever it is.
Well, I'm going to be attacking both of them at the same time.
Jeez.
I think that'll do it.
Hold.
And yeah, I just sort of like look at him in the eyes and I don't know, just stab him right in the head. And then
You hear this. Hear a robotic voice starting to say "Hail Hydra," and you just shut it off before it can finish the sentence.
yeah, perfect. And then then I sweep to my left and slice this guy, agent. And then I'm gonna spend another 15 focus to move again and do the same thing. Do these two individuals. Alright.
Oh, holy shit, that's a cool ability. I thought it was only on a fantastic success that you got to keep going, but no.
Yeah,
Just
it costs a
go.
lot of focus.
Yeah.
Oh, I added. And yeah, and then I'm just gonna heal my. Oh, I did want to double check this. The healing factor. It's my base.
That happens at the end of every round. You just get
Right.
your constitution back.
But is it the base score or is it also the +5?
Yeah, it's equal just to your resilience modifier. So
The 5, I think.
Okay.
Not a +5.
Oh, so it's not the number?
it is the
It's
number.
the number. The
but
middle
that's the
one.
same thing. So
Okay.
I'm just used to D&D seeing the small number as being the modifier, but actually that's the whole score. So yeah, that is the number.
Yeah, and that's my turn. And then I got one more to go.
Amazing. Yeah, who's currently just cowering and shaking as Wolverine has torn these guys to shreds. And as we go to Modoc's turn, he has given his orders. He is focusing on keeping the Devil's Advocate over there, but he can move you, I believe.
I just know he moved closer to me and then attacked, but I don't remember if you said that he's moving me.
No, he wasn't on his bonus turn, but now on his turn he is going to move you and 5 spaces time for character rank. Yeah, he's just got you, so he's going to he moves you here, and then just with his movement action, he can then throw you. I believe. No. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can move you 20 spaces. So actually, so he's going to move you here and then throw you at the others.
Oh man.
So he makes an agility attack. This is going against silence.
Yeah. Yeah. Will
Okay.
I? No. I use my karma to make him reroll the marvel.
Okay.
Better than a marvel, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, that is good. As yeah, you are both going to take 13 points of damage as the Devil's Advocate is flung at Silencer and you are no longer grappled. However,
Yay.
Modok then smashes through the window as he flies towards the elevator. It's not today, but that is his turn. Luke Cage, you see him getting into an elevator and very hurriedly pressing the buttons, just tap, 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 tap. Just come on, come on. Damn it, I can fly. Why did I choose this option? The hole right in the wall. Right there. Damn my intellect. Okay, Agent Silver, we go to you. You've been ordered to kill the flying skeleton in a suit that you've just seen.
All right. Let's go ahead and do a blast. Well, do I have to do a blast?
You were told to
Yeah, look,
attack me.
I will say when it comes to like, oh, the enemies told you to do a thing, please just like play into it a little bit because obviously I know it sucks to attack your friends, but if you start going, oh, actually, I'm just gonna attack him with like this soft, like
Feather.
I'm gonna hit
Yeah.
you with a pillow. Oh no, like no, use the attack. You don't have to like go all out, but you got to use something that you would normally use.
All right.
So yeah, I think you don't have to go crit, but you will also. Oh, um, I'll say Professor X is also helping you, so he can give you a trouble if you want to try and
Ooh,
avoid the fantastic success.
nice. Let's
He
roll
is
it
right
back.
there in your pit using Serene.
Well, then it misses.
Oh, come on. I'm touching it and it won't redo it.
It's fine. It will not hit if if you are returning to the previous number.
Yeah.
13 would have just hit.
What was the previous number?
It was a 2,
Yeah.
so a 9 would miss me.
Oh, okay.
I
didn't
can't.
see
That,
that.
it won't let me. Yeah, it won't let me.
Okay, that's fine. I believe you. Uh, so yeah, what is it? How does uh, how does Professor X sort of just make you pull your shot just as you're about to like get this fantastic success against the Devil's Advocate?
I think like um, he senses that the command is going to go through, so he like just takes control of like the palm or like the arm and like swings it another way so that the shot goes wide.
Okay, nice. And with that, the shot is gonna hit the other one over here because you did roll fantastic. Uh, so it is going to open up the last pod there with Sergeant James.
Nice.
As he's like, "What were you pointing that thing? Let's get out of here!" And that is, yeah, it is still your turn, but you are back to your old self. You've managed to break out there with. Oh no, actually, you haven't. You need to make a logic check to try and actually break out.
All
But
right.
it'll be a straight logic check because Professor X has already helped you.
Non-combat, right?
Yes, combat. It is.
Oh, it's combat.
You are,
Okay.
I believe so.
It's irrelevant for you though. Anyway.
Yeah. 10.
Oh, actually, sorry. I've just looked here.
Oh, can I roll
He
defense?
can actually. Professor X didn't have to give you the disadvantage because if you order them to harm someone, they will have trouble on the check. So I'll say he'll give you an edge here rather with the same description of what you say. Yeah, if they make you harm themselves, it's double trouble. To harm someone else's trouble, I thought it was only trouble if
Oh,
you're trying to hurt.
okay. So that gives me an edge then. So let's roll it. Oh, that's a shame.
Okay, 10 is unfortunately not enough as you've like managed to just pull your arm away long enough to let the blast go off on the other side. You can feel that your mind is like being taken control of. Something else is at the wheel and it is trying to get you to kill the devil's advocate still. Just you see a demon there that you must exercise. Is that going to be your turn for now, though, as you're struggling?
Yep. That's my turn. Oops.
Okay, man. I'm actually like mind controlling players. But the aim, this guy's, but is getting the hell out. None of them are dumb enough to take this fight. They are all running. Okay. There's one guy who's running from Wolverine as he's been, and then sees Luke Cage, and then starts turning to where he sees Modok pressing the button, and he's like, "Sir, wait for me, wait for." Modok does not seem to be waiting. Silencer, we go to you.
Would I be able to understand what the hell is going on with Agent Silva? Since I've experienced it as well.
Yeah, you just felt that. I'll say you immediately understand. You heard Modok issue the order, and you know what you just felt, so you can see him struggle.
Okay. Well, in that case, I would just use my telekinetic grab on him and tell him, Hector, snap out of it. And I just grabbed him. Oh, you
Yeah,
ain't
that
going
hits.
nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. And then I start running and I pull you with me. 5 feet with me will go as well.
had a plan and now it's ruined.
It ain't you, Hector. Wake up. And that's all I can do.
Devil Advocate is. I mean, are there reverse lights on that bus?
I
that
was
you're
going
trying
to hop on going reverse, but I'm going to smack into silencer now.
We're not saying
We
the
have
voice in your
comms,
head.
brother.
What?
We have comms.
you
Tell
can't
me what
speak
the hell you wanna do.
Don't stand behind the bus.
Okay, I'll go here then.
see little skulls in the eyes of the reverse lights on that bus. You take a step back and we go to the Devil's Advocate.
I saw where Modok was heading. I'll rush here, grab hold of the bus as it will drive me back. There we go. Okay. What about here? And I'm not sure, can I see him from there? Because I'm not, my sight is not limited to only me. I'm pressing the token.
You can see the doors are still open and he barely fits in the elevator. You can hear him panic pressing the button. And the other guy shouting, "So wait for me."
Let's give this another go then. I think 16 misses him. Actually, no, he's not. He doesn't. Actually, yeah, 16 against his ego defense. Really?
Yeah, against.
It's an ego. Make an ego attack. It doesn't say if against ego defense.
Yeah, an ego attack would be against ego defense.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. If the target is grabbed, oh, then that's against the resilience.
Yeah, it's afterwards. It's the
And-
subsequent effect if he's hit. If he's grabbed by it.
Yes, that is gonna just hit actually. The 16.
And he's grabbed and
Well,
paralyzed.
fantastic.
Unless he has something to do about it.
He does have his reaction for the telekinetic sphere again, but so I will say you grab a hold of something inside the lift, and he's trying to push it back with his telekinesis. Like you can see, he's fighting against some of the chains, but you're swarming him.
Well, then no health damage and half of the focus damage. Then he takes no damage because of the sphere, and he's not grappled or paralyzed.
Yeah, so you feel like again you're pulling pieces off of his equipment, but he is able to resist that. There, you definitely break through it though. He takes the focus damage, and
And we'll break and this is his reaction. This is also important. Hopefully, it's only one. But that's me.
yeah, he does only have one reaction, but he gets the villain action, which is
Yeah, but Luke Cage is now.
that he is Luke Cage. We go to your turn. Looks like the big armored dude is down. There's one guy running away from you, and MODOK in the.
I have a plan. First, I run towards him. Try to grab him. Does a 14 hit him?
Grab.
And then,
Yeah.
like, as I grab him, I'm just like doing, if you have seen like what the baseball throw is. Just
Yeah, one leg.
basically, just tries to toss him towards like MODOK, just in case, like, oh yeah, just like preventing the door from locking because it's like hitting
There's a
him.
body in the way.
There's a body in the way, exactly like that.
the GIF I sent, they're not actually pitching properly, but I know what you mean.
Oh my god.
As you slam right into this elevator, and let's see, roll your damage. Your attack. Fifteen is a hit. So
I guess he takes damage.
yeah, he's just because he used his reaction, like he's fighting off the chains, and then the aim agent screaming comes flying through the air at him, and smashes Modoc in the face. He crashes back against the lift, and the whole elevator starts shaking.
Touchdown! And now come here, come here, floating guy. You need a hug.
Oh no.
It's as you are now walking towards him, you just hear him groaning as the elevator doors close, and he had pressed the button. You start to hear it kind of moving, but just as the doors are closing, he goes, "I will not forget this. Mark my words." And he is going to make one attack against Luke Cage here, as he makes a telekinetic attack against you, and just tries to like blast you back. Uh, as yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, he blasts this pink beam of energy shooting through the elevator doors just before they close, and smashes into Luke Cage for 43 points of damage there. But apply it to get your damage reduction, and we'll say that with that immovable, you are not actually blasted backwards. You just like feel your bones getting pulled against you, but you're able to stand your ground. You just take a bit of a hit there.
Now, no one can resist the hucking.
With that, I'm looking. Yeah, the rest of these aim agents are definitely getting up, and Modoc has escaped into the elevator, so that is going to bring us out of combat here.
What about
Unfortunately.
Silva?
Yeah, he can't do shit. He's grabbed.
Yeah, I'm grabbed.
Yeah, he is held long enough for him to get out of range. Yeah, but you can make another logic check to see if you are able to break out of that now, or if it's going to take a while. You will have edge because Professor X is still trying to help you here.
Ten. 10.
Get edge. Oh,
Yeah, he
God.
rolled.
Oh.
He didn't change.
Yeah,
Oh, damn it.
I got it 2 again. Yeah.
So you're back to like you are conscious and you're aware that you are trapped, but you have to kill the devil's advocate. That's like your primary goal in life right now. Your order to destroy the devil's advocate. But other than that, I'll let you kind of role play into it, and you can keep rolling every now and then.
Sure, sure. I'd imagine that I forgot it was called orders. I imagine orders. Agent Silva kind of goes into like a predator or like a shark mode. So he's like frantically searching around for the devil's advocate, which he does not see because the flaming bus is in the way. He can't move, so there's not really much he can do.
I will say one of
yeah.
your new powers would be coming into effect at this point. I don't know if you have been doing it, but I mean, you down quite a few hit points.
Yeah, I have forgotten, and I thought it was the 14 that I add to my health, but it's really the 4. So
Yeah, but at the end of every turn, it's
yeah.
basically yeah.
So would this count as the end of a turn?
Yes, outside of combat, you heal back up to full.
Oh, okay. Oh,
You
bam.
can just heal to full. Yeah.
Okay, well, he's back
What
up
is
to
it?
full health.
I mean, how does he react here to his body like reforming itself while he's in this attack mode? Like he
Yeah, he's
there's
in attack mode, so this is kind of confusing because he's sort of in the background. So a lot of what he himself is experiencing is kind of like from far away. So he doesn't really understand like the the cybernetics like reforming themselves and things like that. Um, he can kind of hear Xavier, but it's very far away, and he's like hyper focused right now on trying to find Devil's Advocate. Do I know that Silencer is the one that caught me? Like, can I piece that together, or is orders like kill, kill, kill?
no, you can see that he's clearly holding you there. That he's probably putting some effort into keeping you.
Okay. Then he'd probably attack Silencer. You a blaze.
The only red. I probably can.
See if it works. 17 against your agility defense.
Yay, Turksy Turks.
Still your protection though, no?
I have my protection still up, so it won't do nothing but hit it.
Okay.
As you just blast this energy and kind of cascade over Silencer, just holding it there, you'll see these bright lights, the AIM agent next to him kind of cowering, and Wolverine, you'll be able to see through the window. You can see the scene happening on the other side. You'd see Agent Silver in this almost familiar state as you are, I believe, coming out of your berserker rage here.
Yeah. Since there's nobody left in sight,
Oh. No.
unless this guy. Well, I don't know. This guy, he's still alive.
I mean, he's cowering on the ground. I don't think he's definitely of no threat to Wolverine. I don't think he would even register.
Okay. Sorry. So you were saying, I saw.
Well, you're
Silence.
seeing Silence and Agent Silver kind of fighting against each other in this moment, and you can see the like tank and everything. You can see all these med scans on the screens around you. This is some sort of weapons plus program. It isn't the weapons plus program, but the flashbacks that Wolverine would be having here are intense as he would be seeing the two people he came here to save you would know specifically that Agent Silver is the one Professor X has been talking about. He's the mutant you were here to rescue. And right
Okay.
now, it looks like he's under Hydra control.
Okay. Well, I'd like to like bust through the glass here if I can. Yeah, yeah. And then I'm just gonna go over here, just like start tearing through this machine.
Yeah, just walk to the other side of the bus. Say, hey, well, they're gone. Should probably head to the library and regroup with Fury.
I would imagine Hector like sees Devil's Advocate now that he's moved out of the bus. So he'd probably go, switch his attention back to Devil's Advocate and try to hit him with the blast.
Yeah, before you do that,
Yes.
yeah, I'll just, as you're trying to do that, I'll just have like a tear from my eye. I'll just take that for myself. Thank you very much. So you're gonna try, but nothing's gonna come out of it.
Oh.
Hector, this feels just like when your powers were sapped by blackout. It's like
Yep.
they're gone.
Wow. Okay. Well, he'll oh, is this all powers?
No, I just targeted that one. That
Just that
specific
one.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Let me see which one I
So would Silencer getting would his eyes like be glowing a bit with that light from that he's stealing, or is it just like I'm still not sure the aesthetic of taking people's powers that you're going.
You, I'm gonna send you. You'll probably understand what I want to go for.
Is it
You
the
mentioned
set or just that particular deal?
just that one power. It's just the elemental blast.
All right.
Yeah, but you would
Or is it
you would know that if I can do that, that I can probably do it multiple times.
Yeah, he doesn't he's not there right now. So he's gonna do a dazzle and try to dazzle
Yeah.
let me see here. Post it. Chat. In their line of
I'm
sight
blind.
against their vigilance for one turn. It's not a fantastic, so it does no damage. But yeah.
okay? Yeah, so I think as Agent Silver is like trying to blast energy at him, it's just the light that's coming out, but none of the actual impact, and you can make that attack. Oh, you did, or
I
Yeah,
did.
you did.
so you are Devil's Advocate as you are blinded. Yeah, you can, Agent Silver, you can make another logic check to see if you're getting any of this your own mind back.
I'll go in and I'll slap him in order to give him a help.
Oh, this might do it. 16.
Just where it says the target number is 18 and you're fucked.
Oh.
No, with a fantastic success, you are able to break free as your own light kind of there is that illumination of the room, and you kind of that blood fades and you realize where you are and what's happening. But you
He's-
can also see just Silence's eyes, like just, there's something you can tell he just took your power, and it's like he's holding you here in the air. There seems to be quite a dark vibe coming off of him right now.
So as Hector is kind of like returned back to his body, like he like regains full control, and he goes from the background into the front. He's seeing out of his eyes. He's looking down at Silencer and at Devil's Advocate and at Wolverine and at Luke Cage, and he'll like turn around and he'll see Detective Thompson and Detective O'Reilly. Guys?
You son of a bitch.
You're back. I'll
Yes,
I'll return
yes,
back
do
to
it,
normal.
Jerry. Do it. Do the pins there.
I'm going to do the pens there. I'm just punching him.
Oh. Oh yeah, that hits.
I'll release him so he can fly.
Yeah, you're punched.
Nice.
You punch. You're punched.
There we go. Well, he flew back. He like stumbles, try to like gets up, stumbles up, and he sees where he's at. We got to get out of here, guys. This is a Hydra facility.
Would I see that it's our old base as well, like while driving here? Or is it not our old base?
Yeah, you are on an upper floor of your old base that they seem to have cleared out some of. Like Nathan might have mentioned that this was an old AIM facility,
Yeah, he did.
but you guys didn't quite get the chance to actually explore that.
And one more thing, like when Devil's Advocate punches him, the armor starts to like oh, word I'm trying to look for. Like it comes out, like you see him like armor up, kind of like RoboCop a little bit. He's like, "What the hell did they do? Where are we?" And he's just kind of like gonna like sit back down, and he doesn't know what to do.
We're in
He's
our old
lost.
base. Come on. We have to get to the library in Queens. Fury is waiting.
And he'll just kind of like he'll hear that, and then he'll remember what Professor X said, that there were other people here. It's like, wait, there are still other people on the other side, and he will make his way over. My mouse.
Wolverine and Luke Cage can take care of it.
Okay. If Wolverine and Luke Cage are like, okay, yeah, we'll take care of it. It's like, all right. There we
Yeah, what has Luke Cage been doing? I saw you move around there. Sorry, I might have jumped over you, but what's what's Luke Cage doing after getting blasted last and seeing MODOK just slip away? Nothing from Luke Cage.
Oh, I think
What?
he went medicine.
Oh, he said he's back.
Every time.
It was a while
Oh,
ago. He should be here. Danny?
Okay. Every time. Yeah, you guys go and break open the rest of these pods, and you can see that it it seems like it was men on one side, a woman on the other. There are some cops. Agent Silver, you find a shield agent there, who they are all very grateful to have been helped out, but all looking quite badly injured. You would recognize two of them. The shield agent you don't, but they, yeah, I mean they were probably
Oh, drunk police officer. What?
yeah, except for her, she would be. You can give me a logic check to see if you recognize who she is.
Ooh. Marvel. 12.
Okay, yeah, that would be enough to know that she isn't from the Hell's Kitchen precinct. And she seems very confused as she gets out of this cage. But yeah, Hector, you've worked in law enforcement as well. You know that this is Emily Price. She is, I mean, I'm making it out like she's someone you should know, but you wouldn't. Uh, she is ex-military and is working in law enforcement here. You're not sure what agency she's a part of, but she has worked with Shield in the past. Um,
Okay.
and she just looks very groggy and confused as she looks up. She says, where are we?
We're in a Hydra facility. We got to get out of here. Come on. And he'll like help her up and like try to like move her towards the hole in the wall that was made by the school bus.
Yeah, as you're sort of helping her towards the exit, she looks at you and looks at the others that you're with, and she says, "Wait, aren't aren't you the ones that you're the new guys in Hell's Kitchen, right?"
Yeah, we just started and we've made a mess of everything. Uh
Where's where are the rest of you? Where there was a sniper with you. Is he here?
hey guys, did you guys find Red Shot? He'll like
Yeah,
call
he's
out.
fine, recovering. We're heading
Alright.
to him now.
Yeah, come on, let's go. He's okay. Guess he's at the library, and keep helping her. You know, when I see that she's like good on her own, you know, she's got her footing. You know, he'll stop. Uh, once she's good to go, he'll stop helping.
Sorry.
Yeah, she eventually. They all kind of regain their senses. Some of them looking a little bit worse off than others, but everyone manages to stumble towards the. Yeah, I mean, you are a couple of floors up, so if you want to go through the hole in the wall, you may need some extra help, but there are elevators. And for Tony, for your vehicles, I know that it technically says if anyone touches it, they're going to get burned, but I feel like that's a pretty dumb rule to have for a vehicle. Um, I understand why they might say that, but I'll say you can choose targets that won't be affected if you want to, like, use it as a team vehicle and actually transport more than just yourself. Uh, you can do that.
It is a smart idea, but the rest of the team can fly. So I can transport the civilians there. I'm not sure the rest of the team needs it. but sure.
Can the rest of the team fly?
Silencer can
I know,
fly.
I can't fly. I can levitate. I can't fly, bro.
We can levitate. Levitate faster.
Bitch, what the
Hector
fuck?
tries to fly, but he's too heavy.
Sadly, he flew too close to the sun.
He flew too close to the sun. Too heavy. He's like, that's not right. I should be able to fly. The hell?
Wolverine, you immediately recognize the confusion on his face of, you know what it's like to be heavier than you look.
Yeah. Where is it? Agent Silva.
Yeah.
I just sort of, I don't know. Well, in Wolverine's way, it's sort of support him. You know, it gets better with time, but sorry.
What do you mean it gets better with time?
Just the amount of like people messing with your mind.
He'll kind of like look at him and be like, oh, okay, all right, let's just get out of here, guys. Come on. And,
Come on the bus. Don't touch anything you're not supposed to. If you do, I'll throw you out. I don't care. The fire is scary, but it will not hurt you. Come on.
With that, everyone loads up on the Devil's Advocate's magic school bus. Okay. Yeah. You guys, yeah, Devil's Advocate. Everyone loads up, and you are ready to depart. So, what are you gonna do? Describe the exit for me and where it is you're going. As I mean, you said you headed towards Queens.
Yeah, where the Fury is. I'll just like hop on the hood and seat as the car starts moving. Because I don't actually have to be on the driver's seat itself. No. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, you guys are. I can put the little school bus down.
A very little school bus.
Might be massive, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll figure out another token, but for now, so you guys were basically over here, roundabouts. I mean, a little bit up this way. And then you are headed towards Queens here, then number 10, the public library. So you've got a highway journey, I guess. But are you going to take those cops and everyone all the way with you, or are you dropping them off outside?
I'm not sure. I think they would rather be with us. I'm not sure if there is a safer place at the moment. Like, I don't think the police station in Hell's Kitchen is active. I don't believe it is.
No, as you are driving down the roads, you will just see that Hydra is everywhere. There are fights going on with the cops that are still active, with some of the heroes, some shield agents. Everywhere you go, it seems like there's just chaos and Hydra versus New York going on out there. And yeah, as you pass by, I'm sure you're gonna try to run down some Hydra agents that you see, or are you just booking it straight to Queens to the library as fast
I'm
as
booking
possible?
it straight. If there is a helpless Hydra agent in my way, that's on him, not on me.
Well, I will say there is a whole random encounter system, but based on how long we've already been playing, we're not going to be rolling for that. And you guys make your way back all the way to the public library in Queens, where we'll join you now. And yeah, we can assume that the others have also managed to get here in the same. So, what you guys decide. We'll say that the rest of the defenders have gone off to continue helping. Daredevil might still be around, but he'll be back in a bit. So actually, no, they will. So you guys are here as
Nice.
everyone pulls up in their big flaming school bus.
Mm.
Hop off, come on, everyone out. I can really leave this vehicle on fire, it will attract attention more than it already did.
Yeah, Hector's gonna kind of like stumble. Well, not stumble, but he'll like plod down the stairs onto the ground. He's feeling that weight that is so new to him, and he's like checking out the armor, and he's checking out like everything they did to him. It's like it just he was asleep or he was unconscious for most of it. So waking up in like this new form is it's kind of off-putting. But he'll make his way inside. If my mouse could work. Yeah, there we go. Mouse.
Honey, we're home.
What the fuck?
You won't believe the traffic. It's non-existent.
So Devil's Advocate, Silencer, and Agent Silver, well, and Wolverine and Luke Cage, but you won't be continuing with them. You guys will all get a point of karma for rescuing your friend.
Yay!
Shall
Oh.
immediately use to get focus. So I believe it's vigilance check. There we go.
Paradox is also gonna his karma for vigilance for focus. Repair.
Sorry. Yeah.
He's using his karma for focus.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I mean, as for some of you, this would be the first time that you're actually seeing that Silence and Hector are alive. Also, Silence, I forgot to point out. Are you like you're just in sort of medical gear? You're probably just in like boxes or something. Like what would you have looked for your clothes or anything like that? Or is that how you're arrived?
I
Makes the
just
breeze.
drive like this. I'm too fucked up to go and try to seek for my clothes there. I'd just be like wanting to get out. So I'd just be like this, like in like top is non-existent and the bottom is just like the regular like hospital shirt, like the Oh my god, I'm fucking retarded.
Oh no.
Oh, you're alive then. I would assume that I have like proper clothes at home. But for now, I just like this.
Yeah, you would have been caught in your uh, super suit, I think. Well, I'm not sure. You may have been in your other clothes, but they would have had that, and most of that would have been pretty destroyed. But yeah, it's getting pretty cold out here as you go. Time actually, yeah, it's early hours of the morning, so it is fucking freezing cold.
Oh shit.
The sun is just starting to come up as you guys are getting back here.
Well, to be fair, we did drive in a flaming bus, so it was
Yeah, it has
warm
heated.
until now.
Well, Fury will walk out with some emergency supplies that they keep on the VTOL, um, with like some emergency blankets and things like that, and just bottles of water, basic things that you might need. As he kind of puts this box down in the middle of the room and says, well done. You made it all back. I was starting to think we were going to have to chalk you up to collateral damage, but glad to see you've all made it.
So,
Nick Fury's the director, right?
Yes, he is at the moment, but Shield is quite minimized at this point. They don't have a lot of influence.
Okay. So Agent Silver will kind of like go over to him and look at what they did to me. What did they do? You gotta help me. There's got to be some place in Shield's got to have something, right?
Well, Shield can offer you a therapist that comes with the package. Trust me, you'll need it. But for now, we'll have to get you looked at. Anyone got any ideas on what they were trying to achieve? I mean, looks like they installed some upgrades.
yeah, I'll try to explain them what I saw on the images.
You
Basically,
can give me a logic.
Okay.
You can give me a non-combat logic check to try and understand the things.
Oh, yikes.
So, with a 17, you would recognize there were a lot of those scans of like his skeleton, and it seemed like they were trying to find some sort of a conduit for that light energy to, like they were trying to find um, some sort of metal that would work to be conductive with that type of energy. And what you saw listed as the materials was adamantium and a substance that you don't recognize that they seem to have made a compound and bound it to his skeleton. Very much in a similar way to what Wolverine's got going on, but maybe done in a more modern, updated, less brutal version. I mean, he was the first one they did such a thing to. But it seems like it's not just pure adamantium. That would explain why it's so heavy. But you notice that there was another substance that was only referred to as cosmic silver.
Oh shit.
So they're trying to turn him into a Terminator and upload Skynet on him.
That's
The
what
what
it
now?
looks like.
Come on, guys. You gotta have
Given-
seen those movies.
This is the first time a reference like that in one of these games is actually like, yeah, your character has probably seen Terminator. That's not so used to like D&D where it says, oh, what is that strange thing from another universe? No.
Oh man, oh that was like a game like yesterday's game where we had a character that was isekai. And, oh my god, it worked so perfectly. It was like from the 30s, and there was so many like he didn't drop the coconut slang, which was sad because I missed that slang so much.
Yeah, I mean, Fury says, I can't say you're the first that we've seen someone try to turn into a Terminator, but don't worry, we'll make sure that Hydra doesn't have any control over you. Although these Hydra, I'm not sure what kind of technology they're using. They definitely seem more advanced than the Hydra we have on this Earth.
I guess Wolverine has a little brother now.
Well, yeah, kind of. So I don't know if Professor X talked to you two, but I never really talk about my powers. But yeah, I was born a mutant. I hope
You're
that's
a
okay.
mutant?
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything because people have a bad
Kill him.
reaction. Yeah, like that.
Now let's put him up on a cross. Then we can make a new Jesus.
This flaming skull in the background. Kill him!
Kill him.
Yeah, I don't know. This might be the Wolverine that was crucified for being a mutant. We don't know which version. Maybe not the Henry Cavill version, but
Oh, that's one of the comic versions. I think he's the one that went to hell.
yeah, there's there's like that iconic where he's like pinned to the X.
But guess I should thank him, and he'll kind of like think to himself, "Thank you, Professor X, if you can hear this." He doesn't hear anything back. Okay.
You
Guess
look up,
he's
you
not
see
free.
the son from Teletubbies, but it's
Yeah.
Professor X.
Oh man, what do we?
Yeah, just hop on the table, change back to human form, and like light a cigarette or something. Just sit there, wait for the next steps.
Hector's gonna go find Chew. No, he'll just. Oh no. He'll kind of like check the bookcase to see if it's strong enough to hold him. And if he thinks so, he'll get on it.
mean, we've just established you weigh a couple 100 pounds.
More, yeah.
So yeah, the bookcase is probably not not gonna hold you.
Okay, yeah, no, when he feels that it's giving way, he's like, okay. All right. He'll get off of it. Oh, that's
Is
not
a
gonna work.
silence is in front of more of like a countertop sort of table that's might be a little bit sturdier. There's tables off to the side. But what is it you're trying to? What is it you're trying to do?
No, that was it. He was just trying to like sit down, but he's looking at everything in the building now. He's like, okay, if the if the bookcase couldn't hold me, those plastic chairs over there are definitely not gonna hold me. So I guess I'll just sit down on the ground, and he'll sit down on the ground.
I mean, I'll leave it up to you how heavy he he actually
I
is. But
I
right now, I
forget
feel like he's probably at his head.
I forget how heavy Wolverine is. Let me see if I can find it.
I can tell you he is 300 pounds.
Wow. Okay. So at 300 pounds, so he's probably like he's
Yeah,
probably around there.
Wolverine is 195 pounds without the adamantium and 300 with. So you can assume it's putting about 105 pounds on.
Okay, so let's see. 105. Did I write his weight down? Yeah, okay. So
Yeah,
180
you said he's 180, so yeah.
plus 105, 285. Wow. 285. Okay. That's massive bodybuilder. But yeah, he'll just sit down on the ground for now. I should actually update that now. Oh, you did. Nice.
As you were saying. Yeah, I mean, this here in this moment, it does as the sun is starting to rise. Is there anything you're doing here before Fury actually gets to kind of telling you what to do next? It seems he's quite impressed that you actually managed to save everyone, but he also seems like he's quite eager to get to stopping Hydra.
Uh, nothing from me. Hector's in his own little space, trying to figure everything out.
Nothing from the others.
I'm just sitting there, resting until we're decided what's the next part. Not physically tired or anything, just sitting there. I'm not the one that gives out orders.
Yeah, I mean, Paradox is not in the best condition, so he's trying to just heal up and get over everything.
Mention
might be
something
good.
about Baxter building.
Yeah, now might be a good time to spend some armor and things to try and heal up. But yeah, Fury would thank you for pulling everyone back together and explain to you that he is going to be taking you guys kind of under his wing and directing you to the most critical tasks. Maybe not for the Luke Cage and Wolverine and them, they've got their own business, but Fury will tell you that we're receiving continuous intel from Iron Sky drones and various spy-link satellites, and we've been able to figure out that whatever you manage to do to the portal at the convention center, they are desperately trying to stop from getting worse, and they seem to have built some kind of a monument to keep it under control. We have seen that Hydra's tech specialists are attempting to hack into local, national, and international databases, and they seem to be looking for strategic and tactical info on the US armed forces and reserves, and intel on local heroes who might interfere with their plans. They also seem to be looking for data on cosmic beings and energies, which makes me wonder about that metal you mentioned. They seem real interested in anything that's got to do with the Silver Surfer or uh, yeah, that kind of thing. What our latest suggests is that he gave most of this briefing last time, didn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
I don't
So
remember it.
Devil's
so-
Advocate would have been the only one who heard it, but
Yeah.
well, I'll repeat briefly just for everyone's sake, but his briefing is pretty short and snappy. So he will tell you Hydra forces out here include armored vehicles and attack aircraft. We've seen attack helicopters flying all over the place. And in addition to Hydra's military forces, a few superpowered individuals wearing Hydra's colors have been spotted, so be careful. They seem to be calling themselves the Supremacy. It looks like the Supremacy is their world's version of the Avengers, and all of them that we've seen so far were bad guys on our world, so keep an eye out. Hydra set up this massive monument outside the convention center as a marker to their victory and to figure out whatever's going on with that portal. And from what we've heard is that a small Vanguard force tried to hit the Baxter building, but its automated defenses drove them off. That's good because the Fantastic Four hasn't been seen in weeks, but my spies indicate that a much stronger force is en route to the building. It'll be devastating if they're able to get their hands on any of Reed Rich's technology, so we need to stop them. Did you happen to hear anything about where they might be going or what they might be looking for? We understand you were in contact with Arnim Zola. He might have been responsible for some of this.
Hector's
Saw
gonna
him.
scratch his head.
We saw him where we were being held for a moment where he escaped via helicopter.
Sorry, I didn't catch any of that. You'll I don't know if you're just far from the mic or if it's cutting out for me, but can you repeat?
I was just saying that we saw him, but only for a moment, and that he escaped via helicopter.
Okay, yeah, he would respond. Well, that's just great. We need to stop that helicopter. I've I'm waiting on the helicarrier to get here, and when they do, I should be able to get a lift. So for now, my VTOL is sitting just behind the library. Whether you want to take that or make your own way, it seems like you've got a ride. But the jet has stealth capabilities and should be able to help you avoid most Hydra patrols. If you don't have any pilots, then we can send a shield agent with you. But you're welcome to use the jet. It should get you around the city pretty fast.
So what do we do now? We go after the Baron, or kind of like look to the Director Fury.
We need you to stop them stealing any of Reed Rich's technology.
Okay.
If they manage to get their hands on that, is I mean, I don't know what Reed Richards has locked up in that vault of theirs, but none of it is going to be good in the hands of Hydra. Look, this city is under attack. This is a full-scale invasion. Some of the Avengers will probably be here soon, and the local heroes already fighting tooth and nail. So all of you guys need to be out there and doing what you can. Don't be reckless. Take a moment and take the time you need to recover, but you got to get back out there as soon as possible. I will keep you updated with any intel that I have, but for now, that is our highest priority. Stop them breaking into the Baxter building.
Okay. All right. We'll do. Oh. And he'll kind of like get up. So guys, you want to take the bus or the plane?
Plane.
Planes are cooler.
Plane it is.
Follow me then. And he will lead you to the outside. Got the door is now.
Silencer is still in his underwear.
Of
Oh,
course.
shit.
Okay.
We would actually. I would probably just. Oh, actually, maybe there's something to wear in the plane.
Yeah, there would be some shield uniforms and yeah, actually, roll for me just roll for me an ego check. Okay, a 17. Fury just says, "Oh, don't worry, we've got you covered," and he will go up onto the ship. As you see, it is cloaked, but as he activates it, he will walk on board, and he will find fresh shield uniforms and your superhero outfits that I assume you have gotten from Shield in the first place. We put down, but the yeah, he'd have fresh equipment for all of you, and you'd be fully kitted out in not your damaged gear. You're looking fresh and ready for the next fight. But I think as you guys get here onto the VTOL and it is under your control, that is where we're going to end tonight's session. As he wishes you luck, and we will see next week how you are able to continue the fight against Hydra.
Nice.
I will also say that at this point you have managed to get to the end here. It is not enough to start leveling, but I will say it's enough to get a rest. You can get all your focus and hit points back here as though you have
Nice.
taken a full rest.
Yay.
Yay.
And it is a new day. So if anyone gets karma back on a new day, then you can get your karma.
How would you know that? Where would that?
If you've got the heroic trait, then
Okay.
you get karma every day.